Good morning. So I got my morning routine done, and right before I go into work, I just wanted to make this really quick video because I want to talk to you about your perceptions about yourself. And I'm thinking specifically, again, my own financial perceptions of myself. Whatever you think you're capable of, you're right. So if you think you're only capable of working a job that you're not passionate about, or if you only think that you're capable of having a certain level of abundance in your life, then you're right. If you are telling yourself over and over again how hard everything is and how hard it is to get ahead, you're right. If you are only telling yourself that, you're never going to get as far as this person physically at the gym or never going to hit this level of fitness, you're right. It's all about how you talk to yourself. And I knew this, but I didn't know this for a very long time. And like I had mentioned before in one of my previous videos, I did not realize how many self-defeating thoughts that not only was I raised with, but I continued. Right? I'm not responsible for messages that I was given when I was raised, but from the time that I'm 18, I own all of that, right? Once I'm an adult, it doesn't matter at all the messages that I was given as a kid. It matters what I choose to do with those. So if I want to continue to believe that there are the haves and the have-nots and we are destined to be a have-not, then I'm right. If I choose to believe that I am more than highly capable of earning a living, not only that is providing an abundant life for myself and my family, but also doing something that I love passionately, then I'm right. It's all about what I'm telling myself here and what I'm investing my time in out in the regular world. And this is super important. I feel like I am around, at least I was raised around a lot of people that wanted to poke or point fingers at everybody else. Why I have not gotten ahead because of, this either person or this organization or the banks or the government. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All of those things are nothing more than just excuses for your inaction. And these are things that I had to come to terms with. So, what are you going to do today? What are you going to tell yourself today? Are you going to tell yourself that you're more than capable of earning and maintaining a life that includes love, kindness, abundance? Are you going to choose to believe that you're more than capable of living a life beyond your wildest dreams? And when I say wildest dreams, people, I'm not talking about a Lamborghini. I'm not talking about a gigantic mansion. I'm not talking about manifesting, although I do believe in that. I'm not talking about manifesting this amazing financial life. I'm talking about having a resounding, loving satisfaction with your life. That is a life beyond my wildest dreams. Because all of those attainments, all of those things, the houses, the cars, the clothes, the shoes, all of that stuff, none of that happiness lasts. There's this thing called the hedonistic treadmill, or the hedonistic cycle, which just basically means when you attain something and you feel that intense happiness, that eventually that happiness is going to go away and you're going to seek something else to make you feel that level of happiness. So I'm very fortunate to be in a new car, and I've never had a new car in my entire life. Everything that I've owned has always been extremely used. I am very, very blessed that I can have a new car. And I knew getting into this car that, in a few months, the happiness from this car was going to pass. And I knew consciously that this was a process that was going to happen. I learned this actually from my behavioral economics class that I took when I started learning about finances. And I realized that I'm going to enjoy this joy for as long as it lasts, and then maintain my gratitude. And so I do get to drive a car that makes me super happy. I don't drive it as much as I'd like because I want to keep my miles on the car low. But the point is that happiness, when it's tied to an object, is never going to be sustaining. And also, happiness in general. You are never going to be 100% happy. You are never going to be 100% sad. Life has a series of peaks and valleys, and we all have really dark periods and we all have really bright periods. So my advice is to help you with those bright periods and maybe help you out of some dark periods is think about that. Like, think about, what are the messages that you're telling yourself? Are you writing a prophecy for yourself unintentionally and then living that out? It's really important. The messages that you give yourself are more powerful than any messages that anybody else is going to give you. And if you choose to believe the hand that you were dealt when you were young, that's on you. And it's sad because some of those messages can be really hard. But once you're an adult, that's on you. You have the capacity to improve upon yourself. You have the capacity to build a life of your wildest dreams. And you have the capacity to walk in gratitude. And this is something that I'm working on daily. I'm no expert, but I do know that the messages that I was raised with are not the messages that I give myself now. I choose a very intentional life most days. Nobody's perfect. And today, when I did my morning meditation and I did my writing and I did my affirmations, my visualization, I did my exercise, all of those things today just happen to have the theme of what are the messages that I'm telling myself and how am I building this self-fulfilling prophecy. So I just really encourage you to take a look at the messages that you're giving yourself. And I hope that maybe this video was helpful for some. I don't know, I just felt inspired this morning before I walk into work because it was so heavy in my mind. You know, if I had at 18 years old, like, if I had accepted the messages that were given to me, I would not have the life I have today. I knew that there was something bigger. I knew there was something better. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that there were people in my life. Like, when you seek to better yourself, I believe people are put in your life to help you on that journey. So I really hope that maybe this morning I was that person for at least one person. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Watch what you tell yourself, because whatever you tell yourself, you're right. Have a great day, everybody.